This month, I nearly died twice. You guys, I need to learn to chill. I'm so tired. It's 9 a.m., 9:03 a.m. Of course, I'm ready for church today. It's a Sunday morning. I should be in church like in the next 1 hour. Like I'm tired, I'm already exhausted, and the day has not even started. I need to learn to chill. I need to learn to rest. I need to learn to relax, you guys. And that's what I spent last week doing, trying to rest. But then I'm like, okay, I've already wasted. Okay, I'm deviating from the topic. Let's start again. Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is basically or mainly for like returning subscribers or like my followers and all of that. I have ghosted for over a month now. I just disappeared. This video is meant to be like an explainer video of where I've been, what I've been up to, what's been going on. So it's Sunday morning. I normally not eat before going to church, but now I have to eat because of I have to eat. I don't like eating. I really don't like food. Like I wish sorry, I wish I could really when people say that yeah, like foodies and all of that. And food has just been disgusting these days. Like I don't crave anything. I don't want to eat anything. I didn't come here to tell you my problems. Okay, let me be serious now. The last video I did was I think mid March or so. I had that was when I did like a vlog kind of video for an event that I went to, and that was like mid March. So towards the ending of March, I wanted to actually take like a week off, a week or two. So there was Easter, and then I had a retreat that I had to attend. The way Q1 went for me was very, very somehow. Like a lot of things that I wished to have achieved, I was not able to achieve them, and anxiety was beginning to creep in and all of that. So I needed that retreat to be some sort of reset for me. And all my mind was like, okay, and just take a week off or two, focus on the retreat you have coming on. When you come back, I'm sure you have like encounters with God and you have like more clarity, which did happen. Yeah, I did enjoy my Easter break. Like it was amazing. I felt refreshed because I went there feeling like, you know what, this Q1, I'm not gonna let it spoil my like the vision for my year. I was even joking with one of my friends and not joking, but like I was saying that April 1st is my new year. So for like April 1st, it's like Happy New Year to me. That's what happened like that period. And coming back from the retreat was everything that I desired and more. Like I had like encounters with God, I had more clarity as to what I wanted to do and all of that. So the plan was, come back, re-strategize and then start doing stuff. I had like a lot of things planned and all of that. But the first week, like I think maybe like 2 3 days after I go home that week, something happens. This month I nearly died twice, and I say it lightly because of I think a part of me knows that okay, it was just devil doing devil, whatever the devil likes to do. Devil is a madman. That's what I keep saying because that's just how I can summarize everything that has happened. I nearly burnt down my house. So I went to bed with a pot on fire. I just wanted to warm food that I had, like leftover food and everything. So it was rice. I just wanted to like warm the food and go into bed. But funny enough, I put that pot on fire and it's like the moment I put it on fire, I completely forgot that I put something on fire. And it was not like, oh, because my mom is always warning me about putting stuff on fire and going to sleep. It's not like, oh, I put it on fire and went to sleep. Like I stay alone, so I had to like lock down the house at night. So I had shut the kitchen, closed everywhere. I think I prayed at over an hour that night, did like fellowship, pressed my phone, like had a lot of activity before going to bed. I went to bed. I woke up the following morning. And that was the day I decided I wanted to like arrange my room. So I was indoors, still cleaning my room and everything. And I'm this kind of person that is always like, I can stay inside my room and not step out. The only reason I will step out of my room is if I need to like eat or something. So I think I needed to take maybe like a cup from my room to the kitchen. And this was about like 11 a.m. next morning. I walk into the kitchen. No, first of all, the way my house is partitioned, there's like my room, there's like my sitting room, then before I get to the kitchen. So I walk into the sitting room, I'm just like, there's a strange smell in the parlor. Like, where could that be coming from? All this while, it still did not occur to me that I had left something on fire. So I tried, I felt like it was like an electricity burn, so I started like checking around parlor. I didn't see anything. I'm like, okay, let me just enter the kitchen. So the way my kitchen is, I go into the kitchen and first I turn like to where the possible electrical thing could be coming, which is like my fridge or where the washing machine is. I didn't see anything, and then I turn right to where the gas cooker is, and I see something on fire. I'm like, who put this pot on fire? Like, that was the reaction, because like my memory was completely fogged out. I did not even remember that I had put a pot on fire. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jesus. That pot had been on fire for over 12 hours. So it was badly burned, badly this thing. And I remember being so cold, like I froze, and I'm like, God, I'm just like Jesus Christ, thank you, because that is protection. Like, I don't like to be this person that hinges gratitude on other people's misfortunes, but people die for like more careless, like more flimsy reasons. Like, little things happen to people and they have like greater misfortune. Let me just put it that way. It could have been worse. Like, it could have been way worse than that. And the funny thing is that I had just paid for my rent a week before. So I'm like, hey God, is this how I would have burnt down somebody's house just like that? What would have happened? Like, if something triggered something, like, I don't even want to think of the worst. And that's not even the worst part of it, is the fact that I slept and that smell. Like, when I went to the kitchen, that's when the smell was so strong. But I had shut my room door. Sometimes I leave my room open to sleep when my dog is around. But my dog Coco was not around, so I shut the door. Maybe if Coco was around, she would have alerted me to it. I don't know. But imagine if I had inhaled all of that kini in my sleep. And I hate thinking of the fact that bad is going to happen to me, because I just can't fathom it. It's just weird. I know that no matter what happens, I'm going to wake up. Like, it's just not me. I don't think of myself being in harm's way like that. But I'm grateful that, I don't want to take like the protection of God for granted and everything, but that's the first part of what happened to me. Omo, it is well. That's all I can say. It is well, because it would have been bad. It would have been a different story. God forbid. Imagine now hearing this, that, oh, okay, oh, this is what happened to Anu, or this something that happened, or I had to be rushed to the hospital. Like, it would have been bad. But we thank God. All glory to God. That's the first of the trials. I can't even call it any other thing, but I just know that it's the devil moving mad. That can't even be anything from God at all. So after that happens, yeah, I spent that week trying to. I think we had like that's when we had like the public holidays. That was like back to back 3 days public holiday, and we had like some retreats, seminar in church or something like that, for workers. So I was busy with that. And the truth is that I was a bit stressed. I was trying to rest from the retreat, because the retreat that I had gone for went to camp, and it's usually stressful activity back to back all through the day. So I needed to rest. I was trying to tell my body to rest. But while I was trying to rest, I was still feeling like, oh, this urgency of the things that I have to do that I haven't, started doing and all of that. So truth is that I wasn't even my best. Yeah. When we first came back from the retreat, I was already feeling like I had like a cold, and I was trying to push myself. I think I was just really, really overworking my body. And then I think that weekend I was out on a Saturday. I went out on, I already told you guys how my Saturday goes is for evangelism. And I was out, and somehow I just started feeling very, very like lightheaded. My head was aching me badly. All of a sudden, my body was very, very hot. Like everything happened so fast. It felt like my body was shutting down. You know, when you're on like when your phone is on 5%, it's overheating, and next thing just goes up. That's how I felt. And next thing I had to like take an Uber home. I go home. As I got back home, it just became more intense and worse. I had to call a friend to come and take me to the hospital. When I like the moment I entered that hospital, I knew that at that state there was no way they were going to let me out of the hospital. So I had to be admitted in the hospital. That was the second phase of the trial because everything just like went bad from there. I was very weak and everything, so they had to like immediately put me like on drip and so that I could gain like some sort of strength and all of that. So I just knew that Saturday night I was spending it at the hospital. I spent Saturday night at the hospital. Sunday I was still there because I wasn't feeling any better. Monday, as a matter of fact, it got to a point where I couldn't even, like at first when I got to the hospital I was throwing up and all of that, so I could barely eat, so they had to like be giving me injections and all of that. I collected so many injections in that hospital. Like now thinking about it, it's just overwhelming. Like everything that God, sound health is so underrated. But I mean, like I said, I don't want to be that person that is only when you see Shege that you know that you need to be grateful to God. But boy, did I see Shege. Like everything was. Ask me what was wrong with me. Me personally, I think that my immune system was just, very, very weak at that point. I had overworked myself, I was stressed. And then they said, oh, I had malaria, I had typhoid, of course, I had infection. But again, this is the thing I keep telling myself, that I shouldn't look at these things as, oh, it's just malaria and typhoid, because people literally have died of like malaria and typhoid and even stomach pain. Because I was also having some weird like stomach issue. Everything was just happening to me. There was a particular night that like in the middle of the night I started, shivering, and like I just started shaking and everything. They had to call nurse, like all those dramatics. I'm like, and all the while I'm just like, I want to get out of this hospital. I remember that night the whole drama happened. I was just crying, I want to go home. Ask me why somebody that is sick and is going through all of that is crying that I want to go home, because I just didn't like, I don't like hospital. But in my life I've had like a lot of hospital encounters. Okay, the devil has like tested my health so much, so but I already know like what the outcome is. God always will take care of me. God keeps me. God is my keeper. He's my healer. He's my sustainer. So I already know like how the story will end. In the end, if afflicts me, inflicts me, test me with any form of sickness, whatever the case may be, I shall know that in the end I'm going to come out healthy. I'm going to come out strong. I'm not going to lose my life. Like it's too sure for me. Say God did for me, that kind of thing. That's how I feel.
No power of hell, no scheme of man can ever block me from his hands till he returns. That's it. Or calls me home. Here in the power of Christ I stand.
I just do not like that moment where everything just has to happen. I collected that night. They gave me injections. At some point, I was reacting to the injections they were giving me. My hand now still hurts because they had to. I don't know if you can see here. You see, there's a mark here. There's another one here. Collected line here, line here. I collected one here. Collected one here. In fact, what happened was that Monday, Tuesday, I got better. So like Tuesday afternoon, they had discharged me. So I went home that day. By the following day, Wednesday, it's like it was now 10 times worse. Like in a few hours of me being out of the hospital and me being on my own, like I just got worse than I was. Like I was having issues, like my temperature skyrocketed again. My body was so hot, I was not breathing properly. They literally had to rush me back to the hospital again. And this time around, I couldn't even, everything that I ate that day, I threw up. Anything that they put in my, they came to give me drugs to take, I threw up. Like if I drink water, I would throw up. Like my body was not taking anything inside my mouth. And this was the time that they had already given me so much injection. So they had to start looking for like a vein where they could set the line, and they could not just find any. They just kept on piercing me and piercing me and piercing me and looking for where they could, like, I kid you not, if they put that injection or that needle in me like 12 times, that's me underestimating. At some point they had to like check my leg or my feet, like, oh, maybe they could like set the line there for the transfusions and everything they wanted to do. It was just like I was just lifeless and helpless. All this plenty narration is just to say, long and short, I was very sick. It just removes the line from my hand. Today is my last day in this hospital, and gosh, I just want to go home and sleep on my bed and not be in the hospital anymore. I'm so grateful for life, and I can't wait to get back to work. Bye. So that's mainly how I spent most of April in the hospital. I just came out last week, and this week is the first week of me like being in my house. I spent this week trying to take care of myself, trying to eat well, trying to not stress about what I'm going to do, because there's this pressure. One thing about me is that I am an overachiever. I like to work, I like to do activity and all of those things. So I've had to be constantly telling myself, and you need to breathe, and you need to be patient with yourself, and you need to relax. Okay, this YouTube video I'm doing this Sunday morning before going to church, I tried not to do it throughout this week at all. It has been frustrating because if you tell me if there was a pill, one single pill that I'll just swallow, and you tell me I'll be 100% fine, because I still feel it. Okay, my friends have been telling me, oh, I shouldn't rush myself and everything, because I was really, really, really sick. Like I was very sick, and all the whole drugs, the injections, everything. My body has to like adjust and get used to it, get used to being fine again, and have like a lot of supply of energy. And they said I have to like eat, take fruit, and all of those things. So I'm trying to do that. So, in case you've been looking for me, and people that actually go out of their way to notice that, oh, this person hasn't, posted. If I did not come and tell you that, oh, I want to take a retreat, if you did not see me outside, people should be checking on me or be checking on people. Because of, I mean, it's just cool. It's sweet to know that, oh, strangers actually notice your absence, because I have a lot of people send messages like, oh, and where have you been? So my people now, so we see more, that's where I've been, oh, that's what has been happening in my life. Okay, it's been a lot. Okay, I mean, I might just say this and I'm saying everything lightly, but in the moment it was not easy. And there is what it does to you, like I told you, mentally, spiritually, is like I feel like in the long run, the devil plays a long game. That's what I would say. Okay, while me, I feel like, or why some might just look at it, oh, devil is attacking your health. I know that it's much more than my health, because when I came, the fire that I used to come out of that retreat, like I was all fired up. I like had built like a system. I was being consistent with like my Bible study, prayer, and everything. Of course, when I was in the hospital, all of that was disrupted. Okay, the routine that I had built, I'm not going to praying. I was not able to, not like I'm not going to. I was not able to have like long hours of prayer. When I'm on the hospital bed, highest thing I can do is probably just be listening to messages and all of that. But the devil tries to attack you with anything that he can have access to, and mine was my health, because I obviously wasn't properly taking care of myself. So whatever loophole, whatever room you make, devil always take advantage of it. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to allow the devil to win anymore. taking care of myself. I'm not of the school of thought that the that God inflicts us with pain and sickness and all of that. God does not need to make me sick to teach me a lesson. Okay, that's why I keep saying, oh, this is the work of the devil. That's why I said the devil is a madman. But I'm going to do my own part. I'm not going to allow any of this to set me back. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pray more. I'm going to study more. I'm going to take care of myself more. That's for sure. But I'm going to pray more. I'm going to study more. I'm going to go out to preach more. I'm going to create more content. I'm going to do more work. Anything, any assignment that God has given to me to do, I will do it to the shame of the devil. And I'll do it and I'll do it healthy and I'll do it fine. So yeah, just I'm going to obviously use this week to do some work. Content is coming back. I'm not disappearing forever. I'm just going to like re-strategize, pray, plan, and I'll be back in your faces again. Okay, I know you've missed me. I missed you too. Seeing me the way I am right now, like I'm just grateful to God, even though I'm not 100, but I'm grateful to God for life. I'm grateful to God for keeping me. So please help me thank my God, help me thank God, and help me say a word of prayer for myself as well, that my healing is perfected, that, I learn to rest. Pray for me that I rest in God's will, God's plan, that every form of anxiety is taken away. I need to learn to rest. I need to learn to take life one step at a time. And yeah, a part of me is excited because whenever things like this happen, whenever it feels like, oh, you're getting close to something, you're breaking into something, and the devil tries to start moving mad and trying to do everything possible to scatter it, it means that glory is coming. It means that glory is here. It means that something great is going to come out of these testimonies. And I thank God that I share all of these things. I thank God that you guys are like witnesses to my life, as I've chosen to share as a content creator and as a child of God, all of that. You get to share in the journey, which makes it exciting, and you get to see the growth. So now that Devil has done this one, we have seen the shade. We'll see the glory together, and we're going to see every good thing that God is set to do this year, and everything that is going to come out of this. And I keep sharing, and I hope that next time I come, I have more good news and more testimonies of God's faithfulness to share with you. But for now, bye. See ya. I think I'll be back on Instagram now. I'll try and be consistent posting again and all of that. But thank you so much for sticking with me. And see you next time. Bye. That's a lot of talking that I've just done. I feel like I need to nap before church, but it's like 9:30 already, and I need to be in church before 10:30.